check your screen. You might want to move your the one that's showing your table. Good morning, Valley View. Chaplain Jake here. We will be starting in a couple of seconds here. Just sit peacefully in your places there, and we will start very shortly in our half an hour program this morning. I'm hoping that God is blessing you, that you are doing well. Now we have some very interesting weather coming, and I hope that you're keeping cool. I hope that you are not going out. It's really, really muggy. At least was yesterday. This morning I'm not feeling well a little bit. I'm under the weather, but I decided to spend this half an hour with you, and I hope that you will be okay with that. No, it's not COVID or nothing. Just me not feeling good. Little bit stomach problems. But anyway. I wish you all the best, and let's dive into the what I'm finding out to be actually a blessing for me. There is a people from the Villadale Church who decide to spend some time and put their time together, and they get 5 or 6 of them together, and they tape couple of songs, and I would like to share those songs with you. That's why sit nice, sit very comfortably if you can, and enjoy the music, because I really like it's old Christian hymns, but I'm hoping you will really have a blessing with these songs. This one, I think you will enjoy it. It's about more about Jesus. Please listen.
I serve a risen Savior, He's in the world today. I know that He is with me, whatever man may say. I see His hand of mercy, I hear His voice of cheer, and just the time I need Him, He's always there. Jesus lives today. He walks with me and talks with me along life's narrow way. He lives salvation to impart. He Rejoice, rejoice, O Christian, lift up your voice and sing. Eternal hallelujah, for Jesus Christ the King, the hope of all who seek Him, the help of all who find. My brother is so loving, so good and kind. He lives, Christ Jesus lives today. He walks with me and talks with me along life's narrow way. He lives, salvation to impart. You ask me how I know He lives. He lives within my heart.
Well, I very much love this song, and I'm glad. As you can see, one face familiar there was Marva. She was very instrumental for bringing those people together in this session, and I'm grateful for them for dedicating time to get together and record these old Christian songs. I'm hoping that you are looking at what is going on here. I hope that you're seeing what I'm seeing, because Marva is telling me that she cannot see the video. I'm hoping you see the video. But let me try to now bring you the let me bring the second song, and I'm hoping that you will see the song there. The next song we are having here is there will be Sunshine in My Heart. I hope you will enjoy it.
I serve a risen Savior, He's in the world today. I know that He is living, whatever man may say. I see His hand of mercy, I hear His voice of cheer, and just the time I need Him, He's always there. Christ Jesus lives today. He walks with me and talks with me along life's narrow way. He lives, salvation to impart. You ask me how I know He lives. He lives within my heart. In all the world around me, I see His love and care. And though my heart grows weary, I never will despair. I know that He is leading through all the stormy lands. The day of His appearing will come at last. He Christ the King, the hope of all who seek Him, the help of all who find. And Mother is so loving, so good and kind. He lives, Christ Jesus lives today. He walks with me and talks with me along life's narrow way. He lives, salvation to impart. You ask me how I know He lives. He lives within my heart.
I am hoping that you're getting the signal. Um, I am really hoping that you are on um, schedule here, because I don't see that you are on. But anyway, hopefully we will continue. Uh, um, as I said, I'm a little bit under the weather today. Some stomach problems I'm having, but I will definitely share the word with you. Obviously, I'm figuring out why this problem with the video I'm having. Obviously, YouTube does not bring the point of the songs or the video, only what camera is bringing forward. That's why you hear maybe only the sound, not video, and I need to work on that. And for that, I apologize. But let me share with you what I'm having with the you. You know what? As the youngster, I was always looking. As a child, I was always looking for my father as a good example in my life. And of course, he was not perfect, but in my life, he was my father, and I was very much looking. You know what they say, and as from the cradle, when you look at the parents, everything look mighty. And when the parents move the hand for the baby or child, that's like, wow. That's why I am just bringing this notion of good example in one's life. And here I would like just to bring you to the point of what ideal or what a good example you have in your life. Interestingly, that if you read Faust, one of the read or actually watched Faust opera, you will find that there was a part of the struggle there where the young man Valentine was fighting Satan, and in the course of the battle, Satan swing his sword or his tripod or whatever he was having in his hand, and he broke Valentine's sword. Interestingly, that was the end of the Valentine. It seems so, but Valentine was very much fast, not only on his legs, but in thinking. He took those two parts of his sword and put them in the signs of the cross. And he, in that moment, he defeat Jesus, with Jesus Christ or the signs of the cross, he defeated Satan, which is very, very interesting point where we have in the opera Faust, where young man Valentine is using Jesus Christ as example of his life to defeat his arch enemy, Satan. But here is interesting concept, a dramatic demonstration of the faith we have in the opera Faust. Unfortunately, such resolution of the faith does not always save you or me. In fact, it might be our deathbed almost, because it's just a nice storyline we are having. But that was very interestingly that happened with the John the Baptist. It was very, when he decided to stand, that stand, that stand was costing him his life. Take a look at the story with me. John has been arrested by the King Herod. We have that in Matthew and in Luke, but we will be concentrating on Matthew. And on the end of his work as the forthcoming of Jesus Christ, John the Baptist was standing in a very close proximity to the Herod's king, the house or mansion or temple. And he was openly preaching in his face, we can say. And he's saying, you cannot have your brother's wife. Obviously, King Herod did something that was not according to the laws of the land. And even today, we will think that, his brother is alive, then why he's having his brother's wife? But obviously, it was more than law that king was using here, his authority to define the land law, the laws of the land, and make him the rule of what is right and wrong. But John, everyone else was quiet, but John was right into his face. You cannot have your brother's wife. Very interesting. He was standing, he made his stand there. So this was the king's outrageous sin. He had stolen his brother's wife, and her name was Herodias. Now it would be understandable if this were where the story ends, but it's not. On the face of it, it appears that the king didn't like a desert preacher, calling him a sinner, so he had him beheaded. That sounds like a simple enough, but life is not always simple. There was more intricate points that are part of this story. And in this case, we learn that Herod actually liked to listen John. He really liked him as the preacher, as the person, and he actually went to listen to him. But what's happened? Herod, under influence of his now wife Herodias, not only that he locked him, but actually he beheaded John because of the influence of his wife. I believe that Herod wants to give a little bit of lesson to John, saying, "Hey, better be sure that you stay in your line, and I don't need no one to be in my business." And he wants to a little bit punish him, but he was obviously under huge influence of his now wife Herodias, and he put himself in such a way that he cannot actually save John anymore because of word that he gave, and fortunately John lost his life. So if the king was offended by John's outburst, it was not enough to warrant the death. The king feared the prophet and dared not to harm him. But life is not that simple. It's always bring those little curves, things that we would not normally do. It actually put us in such a situation that we respond on a very different way, sometimes funny way. In a point of the Herod, he really did act on a drastic way, and he, as you know, killed John the Baptist. This is the point of the story about a man who caved because of the social pressure he was under. And here is the interestingly that sometimes we are just like Herod. We are put ourselves in position that we are under the pressure that we need to act in a certain way in order to act appropriately according to the maybe certain standards that we have around us, that culture expects us to have or to act. Because of the word that he said, he was acting the way how he was acting, and one man lost his life. But let me ask you, how do life's pressure affects your judgment? How it is, it doesn't matter if we are in Valley View, doesn't matter if we are mobile or not, we are affected by the social interactions that we are having, or that's a PSW or nurses work around us. All that pressure that is around our conversation make a pressure for us to act on a certain way. What can we learn from this moment in a Herod's life as a king? This moment when the king caved. What can we learn from this point? Or does love for someone can lead us to trump our principles and priorities? In a case of the Herod, what's happened here, he was obviously loved his now wife Herodias, and because of that, he actually acted in a very interesting way by fortunately killing one of the best men that was born by the woman, according to Jesus Christ. But life has a funny way of pressuring us to do the things that we would normally wouldn't do. Herod was one. Then let us learn from him in the context of how we can stand firm to our principles and priorities, just like John did, and not cave in by the pressure that is around us. And let me tell you just very briefly what I learned from this. I learned that puzzling problems require conscious decisions. That means if it's a very important or very complex problem in front of me, it does not require for me to act right away, not to act according to the emotions, but to act according to the conscious decision and priorities and principles I'm having. Sometimes it's good to pull back and think rather than act in the situations that we are in. Number two, I can share with you is having principle in our life make us speak when everyone is quiet. That means when you have a priorities, when you have a godly principles in your life, you cannot not to speak. John the Baptist here is very interesting. He said, hey, king, you cannot have your brother's wife. You are the standards. You people are looking up to you. And we can be a grandmothers, fathers, mothers. Still, I can be influenced wherever I am. That means having a principle, especially high standards like John, will put you in position where you will speak when everyone else is quiet. Why? Because our knowledge about who God is, giving us sometimes strong authority to act properly. Number three, promise made in a haste create great waste. That's really interesting in a Herod's example here, because he promised in a drinking stupor that he will do wherever his stepdaughter will ask of him. And when his stepdaughter came to him asking for a head of John the Baptist, he cannot back down because he said that openly in front of everyone. That means when we make a promise, we need to be a promise keepers in the same time. And also, we need to guard our tongue in the context of the environment that we are in, circumstances that we are in. And last one, pressures in life can affect good judgment. That means we need to really rely on what Jesus Christ was saying in Our Father. Deliver us from evil, but save us from temptation. That's very interesting. It means we need to make sure that we are not caving by the pressure that we are afflicted under. And my question to you, how about you? How are you holding up in your life? How are you holding up to your personal standards? And I would like to, if you want to read about this, it's in Matthew chapter 14, 1 to 12, and Mark chapter 6, 14 to 29, and 14 to 29 verses, chapter 6. And there you will find very interesting verses to go through. I hope that you will enjoy our last song. I will share the video with you. I don't know if you have possibility to see it, and I don't know why. Maybe I need to work on that. But at least listen to this song. This is He Lives. I hope that you will like it before we have a word of prayer.
I serve a risen Savior, He's in the world today. I know that He is with me, whatever men may say. I see His hand of mercy, I hear His voice of cheer, and just the time I need Him, He's always there. Christ Jesus lives today. He walks with me and talks with me along life's narrow way. He lives, salvation to impart. You ask me how I know He lives. He lives within my heart. In all the world around me, I see His love and care. And though my heart grows weary, I never will despair. I know that He is leading through all the stormy clouds. The day of His appearing will come at last. He lives, Christ Jesus lives today. He walks with me and talks with me along Rejoice, O Christian, lift up your voice and sing. Eternal hallelujah, for Jesus Christ the King, the hope of all who seek Him, the help of all who find. My brother is so loving, so good and kind. He lives, Christ Jesus lives today. He walks with me and talks with me along life's narrow way. He lives, salvation to impart. You ask me how I know He lives. He lives within my heart.
Okay, let us have a word of prayer. And once again, I apologize for everyone regarding video. And I myself, I'm not 100% there. But hopefully that you got a message for this Wednesday. And hopefully I will see you next Wednesday also. Let's have a word of prayer. Lord Almighty God, thank you for everything that you did for us. And thank you for these small messages, God, that you put in the Bible for us to learn. Thank you for John the Baptist, who stand, Lord, when everyone was quiet, he was standing for what is right. And thank you that we can learn that we can cave, we can be under the pressure so much that we will lose the concept of what is right and wrong. That's why God give us strength to know who we are as a people, to know, God, who you are also as our God. And to ask right now, we are asking for the strength to stand when those life events comes in, for us to know, to stand according to what we know that is right and wrong according to your Son, Jesus Christ, who died for us. And give us wisdom to act kindly, to act with the nice words, Lord, just like, Lord, you will act if you are in our place. That's why thank you for everything that you are doing. Thank you, God, for John the Baptist and his example when he what he had it with King Herod, Lord. And thank you for teaching us that we can be there standing firm for what we know that you stand for. Thank you for everything, God. Thank you for forgiveness of sins and a good day in front of us in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Guys, all the best to you. May God bless you and keep you. And I will definitely be in touch with you. All the best. Bye-bye.